Ew. I hate even putting his face on my screen to start, but
Yeah.
hi guys, this is what we're doing. I need this up. All right, now let's get up on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. We're here. I know, crazy. It's conservative women, but we're starting with a man. There's a reason for
Ew.
this. There is a reason for this. Just like they're. Parker's is frozen still. I'ma just cheat. Okay, we're gonna. I'm gonna just do a thing. I'm just gonna give it a link again. Sad face. And sent. Okay. All right. That's a username in my TikTok chat.
Oh.
Mexican nationalist. Parker's, why are things breaking?
I had so many tabs open and I didn't realize.
Oh, yeah, close your tabs. Why are you trying to break things? Okay.
I don't want to talk about how many tabs I just closed and I still have a good amount open.
And I'm
I'm
all
fine
lit
now.
up now. You should just close all of them and then
Right.
just, see what happens.
Just sit here and look pretty.
Why is that not the correct one? Oh, that is the correct one.
Bookmark the ones that you need, and then open them as you need
But
them.
but I have notes and I'm still gonna mod.
Oh, you have notes. Okay. I'm good with notes. I like notes.
Thank you.
I'm kind of, so for everyone that's here, Oya will be joining us. She's just not here yet or on screen, but she will be joining us. And yes, while I know that this is about conservative women, we are going to start this off with a conservative man or America First man. I don't know why he's got this America First shit. AKA Nick Fuentes. And if anyone's learned anything, especially from Monica's stream this morning, where America First really originated at, because I learned something today. Did y'all? Not necessarily y'all, but like, did anyone else that was watching Moni this morning learn about the origination of the phrase America First and how aptly it now fits with Nick Fuentes?
This freeze frame is pretty fitting.
It is, and I just realized I didn't start up on Twitch. How dare I? I just realized that, Cabin. My bad. Look, oh God, I just realized the freeze frame he's on too. Shit, why am I realizing this?
He
I'm
always looks
realizing
like he's
things.
playing dress up whenever he's wearing a suit. Like he's playing in
He
his dad's
is
dress up.
playing dress up. That's
Mhm.
the
True.
thing. Yeah,
Probably wearing shorts under the desk.
probably. Which now Twitch is up. Sorry to all my lovely YouTubers and Twitchies. Okay. So here we go. Let's just jump into this, I guess.
Islam is not right about a lot of things, but it is right about women should really not be allowed to travel by themselves, because what are you traveling for? What is a girl
Work.
going to college for?
Education.
It's totally insane that they do this.
Women in Iran have educations. They get education, Nick Fuentes. W Capo for the 10 gifted memberships. I don't think I have it set up to pop up on the screen on this version, but if y'all were here early and you already got a gifted membership from Capo, say thank you. Thank you, Capo. W Capo. So he's already wrong, but we're not hanging on this part. It falls in line with everything else.
It's totally insane.
You're insane.
That they're going to college alone, they're on world tour alone.
Yeah, insane.
It's just
man.
like unthinkable. So
We'll
Islam
make
is
this
right
better.
about that. Freedom of movement should not exist for women.
Sorry, you guys can't see it, but what I just did for the stream was I just put Safari over his face.
It was a major improvement.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, this should help. We have a cat.
Married, unmarried, I don't even care. You should have to move with your father, your brother, your husband,
Ugh.
some kind of state-appointed guardian.
Ooh.
But yeah, they go around on their own, and it's just like, I mean, am I wrong? That's just how it is.
Yes, you're wrong.
That's just true. That's not good for society.
Why
Islam
are
is not
women
right
thinking
about
they're humans?
Yeah, that's
How
basically
dare.
what he's asking. I hope you guys enjoyed the cat on the face. I was like, hold on. Technically, I'm supposed to have something on this screen to mitigate TikTok being a little upsetty spaghetti about its whole life. I don't know. It seemed to work yesterday. I don't know if it will continue to work or not. So
Couldn't repost.
you couldn't?
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, it's already flagging us quietly.
Boys and guest requests.
Oh yeah, wrong way. I sent you the link. There she
she is.
is. She fixed it. She figured it out.
Yay.
Yeah. She's like, I made it. We don't do the guest request box because it makes this screen look weird on TikTok, unfortunately. And I like just having everyone's face on camera.
Likes
See
to
all the
keep an eye on
beautiful
us.
people. Yeah.
Okay.
All the beautiful people. Okay. So Oya, you just got here, but I started everyone off with Nick Fuentes for some reason. But Calvary, I believe that's still Sean. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. And basically Nick Fuentes was saying women shouldn't travel alone. Why do women travel? Why do they need to go to college? Why do they need to go to school? Why do they need an education? If they move, it should only ever be with their dad or their brother. So it's like, I know he's a conservative man, but he doesn't help the problems, right? Let's see if we can. Oh, I officially have an Instagram now. I forgot about that, guys.
I just want to know
Word.
for that lady that beat his ass, is he recommending that for her as well?
Oh, he got beat up again?
He got beat up, I think it was right after the election. I mean, beauty contest. And
Beauty
he got beat up
contest.
by an old lady. And I just want to know if he's recommending that for her as well, because
He knows.
is it all women or just not, or the
I
ones that
mean,
haven't?
it's probably like fueling why he's recommending that, so that he wouldn't get beat up anymore.
Yeah, that's actually, that sounds pretty accurate. He's just like, I need women not to go around places because I got beat up by women and I don't like it. That actually sounds pretty accurate on the fact. Oya, where would you like to start? Because you sent me a bunch of resources. Did you want to start with any of them? Did you want to start with Crazy Savannah?
Oh, let's go with Savannah.
Okay. All right. Some of y'all have already seen some of this. I don't know if doesn't look like, I guess this is her newest video, but let's see. Oh, are we talking about showering someone in gifts now? Ah, yeah. Sound.
Successful married man and ask him, what's been the best investment you've ever made? He's going to say the woman that he chose to marry. Because as a woman, you have more power over your relationship than you think. And no, I don't mean be manipulative and controlling. I mean, you have the power to build a man into something he couldn't become on his own, or destroy him and his reputation. Every single successful couple that I know in my own personal life has a unique set of skills, talents, or gifts that complement the other person's unique set of skills, talents, or gifts. And they use those to build together. So what I am saying is that the men who have high standards for themselves are not just looking for a beautiful woman. They are also looking for a woman who has high standards for herself, who has the skills, talents, gifts, character that complements his. We were never meant to use those skills to compete with each other, but to complement each other. If you were to sit down with a success
Every time. She's always doing this. I need input from the peanut gallery. Normally that would be the chat, but y'all being so quiet. Kidding.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the complementarianism that I mentioned last time, that like only some versions of the Abrahamic religions really, really get gung ho about. Wouldn't be an issue, except it ascribes gender roles that are harmful to everybody.
Yeah, but they like the gender roles. That's why Savannah is the way she is. Because
But they
she.
don't, because if she did, she wouldn't be talking on camera without her husband's permission.
Well, not even
Correct.
necessarily without her husband's permission. She wouldn't be seeking an additional source of income.
Yeah.
I think
My
that
word.
that's more of it. What's up?
Is he not prepared for marriage? Why does she
She
need
did
another
make that
son?
comment. Yeah. Where is all that? Hold on. Where is her? Her and her hubby pictures are very interesting. What? This is, hold on. This is going outside gender roles. This is kind of funny. Okay,
Yeah,
it
but
is kind of funny.
shouldn't her husband be doing it?
Yeah, she's supposed to cook and clean, right? Those are gender norm roles.
Yeah, when it
Is
comes to
that
the manual labor and the plumbing and stuff like that, isn't that quote unquote a man's job?
unless it's sponsored? And then her point is, look, even a woman can do it.
It doesn't say, but her own comment is women in STEM.
There it is. How delightful.
That's not,
That's not what STEM is, but okay.
No.
no, considering she has a whole video about STEM, she knows better. Okay. Let's see.
Oh,
Where's her stuff on the 19th? What's up?
I think did we lose Oya?
Oh,
Listen,
snap.
there's a lot of troubleshooting involved, okay? She'll be back.
That's a dress of choice. I'm
Monty's
not,
right. She didn't turn the water off. Like, what?
she did not. Yeah, that was odd.
Like, why would you have the shower on while doing that?
I don't know. Also, thank you, Sean, again. Sean said, Nick Fuentes pushes Sharia law. That's crazy. I agree. That would be crazy. And then we also had an introductory message over on Twitch. Smashes through window, face planting into dresser. Good thigh-tastic Thursday, cuties and beauties. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day. And remember your daily dose of hydration and snackies. Now remember to stay amazing and awesome. Kick flips off tech deck, crashing upstairs, exploding into glitter. I never
Tech
read
Deck,
them before time. I don't know
the
what a
Tech Deck
tech.
was
Oh.
in the late '90s, early 2000s. They were little miniature skateboards that you would like play, use your fingers as the
Oh, I
as
know.
the beat.
Okay, that
Tech
works.
decks.
I don't.
Mhm. I
Okay,
think
I'm
Oya needs a
curious.
she might need a new link.
She might. Yeah, she didn't say anything, but I will send it. So we'll. Someone might need to text her while I'm doing this. So I
Okay.
know at least 2 people have her number here. So there we go.
And hold on a second, Nitro is playing with his ball and it keeps hitting my door.
Yeah, how dare you leave the cat out?
It's rude.
And the camera, oh, it did not try to follow him. But this, okay. That's definitely a sponsored message, so I'm not going to click on that one. Where are her?
Wait, you cook for him? You know we have rights now, right?
Okay. The music in the background. Sorry, can't play that. Can't play
Is
that.
that strict?
On
My
tubes?
goodness.
Yeah, I'm not fucking
Oh,
with it.
yeah, I was like, Tubes takes it very seriously.
Yeah. Okay. Where's your stuff from TPUSA? Because that's where you got known.
T
Oh,
pussa.
we're just gonna start your entire page with flipping people off. Okay. Oh, well, actually, that's just sorry, it's your ring finger.
But that's what it insinuates.
Pick me equal a woman who wants to serve and love and respect her husband. And am I missing something? Because when did the word pick me equal a woman who wants to serve and love and respect her husband and doesn't hate all men? That word to me is so middle school. Like when I was in middle school and high school, we used to call girls that would like hold up their hand to guys and be like, oh my God, my hand is so small. Like let's compare hand sizes. And she put her hand against his and it was super weird. Or they would be like, I can't believe you wear that much makeup. Like, I could never wear that much makeup to school. I hate makeup. And they would say that in front of guys to like try to put you down. But girl, I've already been picked. A married woman is not a pick-me. And truthfully, I think modern day feminists are the pick-me's because now they're like, oh my gosh, I could never clean my house. I could never make sourdough. How do you have the time to make sourdough? I'm so busy getting my degree. Y'all are the pick-me's now. We've already been picked, babe. You haven't. Am I missing something?
Well,
Go
she
ahead.
thought that cringy middle school flirting was being a pick-me?
Apparently. I don't think anyone ever thought that. Like, are you kidding me? I still do that with Chris now where I'm like, how much bigger of you than yeah.
Yeah, I was like, some neurospicy people are forever just like, wait, I want to compare.
Yeah, sorry. Like, that's not anything. Apparently, I do that with the person who has technically, well, I guess we picked each other. That's weird, anyways, to say, you picked me. I've already been picked.
Yeah,
Anyways,
picked.
I've been
Also,
chosen. Oh.
yeah, it's
that
not have you been picked to be married. It's have you been picked to be saved while they sacrifice the rest of women? Like,
Mhm.
and no, you're not safe.
they will never understand that. Had a great June, I bet. Oh my gosh, Lala. Lala. All right, let's see. Okay. I was hoping Oya could rejoin. She did a lot of research into Black women in the suffrage movement, and I don't want to
Yeah, looking at the
overshadow.
chat, she's been
Passive.
trying. She's been trying to get back in.
I sent her a brand new link. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's just look up Savannah Stone on TPUSA. Oh, I added an H. My bad.
Canceled.
I know, right?
Call out. We're gonna have a call out live tomorrow at 3:30.
All right, here we go. Sean says, hey, chat, there's a crazy fact. Coco, the signing gorilla, passed the same cognitive test as Cadet Bone Spurs. Crazy, huh? Pookie pies. All right.
It was May 23rd, 2024. My husband and I had just gotten married a couple months prior. I was 18 and he was 21. We had just moved away from our hometown and everyone we knew and moved into our first apartment in Jacksonville, Florida. We took a risk getting married that young. Obviously, we were not financially well off by any means being so young.
That's why you're doing this.
So that we actually ended up selling my vehicle because we didn't need two vehicles. My husband was just starting a new career. I was trying to build my modeling career while also doing makeup professionally. We were getting by, and life was good. We were honestly just so happy to be married and building something together. But
Sounds
on May
cute.
23rd, I received a call from my modeling agent. She said, I'm going to connect you with a producer who's casting for a huge film, and he wants you to be one of the leads. You have the perfect look for the film, and they really want you. Later that day,
Kids?
I receive a
Not
message
yet.
from the producer, and every name that was in that film, I recognized. I had seen them in some of the biggest movies, and with very little acting experience, I felt so blessed to be receiving such a large opportunity. I read further, and I see the compensation, $1 million pay. I am beaming with excitement. I cannot believe that with the little experience I had, they would want someone like me in this movie. I told my husband immediately, this was going to change everything for us. Right away, we talked about moving out of our apartment and getting a house on the beach. I could finally get my dream car. I called my parents, and they were so ecstatic for me. I messaged the producer back and told him how excited I was to be a part of this film. And then the next day, the script is sent to me, along with more details about the role. I read through the script, and at the bottom, with all of the details, it says, must be okay with nudity. Before I ever started modeling, my rules for myself was no nudity and no lingerie.
I mean,
But in
fair.
this case, my first thought was, well, how bad is it? So I asked the producer, and he
Girl,
says,
they
oh,
wanted
it's
you to have
barely
a
anything, just a quick flash taking off your top. And in this moment, I have God and my flesh wrestling each other. You know when you have a decision and your flesh wants one thing, but your conscience, which I believe is the Holy Spirit, is saying the other? Has anyone else been in that situation? Because
just
I receive messages daily from 18, 19, 20-year-old women who want to get married, but they're worried about.
what do you want to add?
I just want to add, I'm like, to those who are more spiritual on this call, do y'all say that? Do y'all have does your flesh do stuff?
I've heard that before. So that's not.
It's not uncommon,
It's yeah.
but it's
Does your flesh do stuff, girl?
Like, it's
like
real.
for
Child.
The way it's
it's
being used is just very cringy in this moment,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, when it's spirit versus like the physical person, then you know it's referred to like as as the flesh. Um
Is it
it's odd,
respectfully?
like
Is it
it's
your
the
flesh present? Is it your flesh present? Respectfully. I was like, because there are better ways to express this, and that it feels like she's trying to lean into
Now I can see
religious
you.
folks, but is doing it badly.
Well, I remember on when we watched her the other day, she literally said Christians are weak. So
She
Yeah.
goes back and forth with her stance.
yeah, she really
Yeah.
does. Sorry, Oya, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, this system is not always the most user friendly. I acknowledge that, so I'm sorry. But we're listening to her very weird speech at Turning Point.
I think in this context, when
Oh,
when she's talking about nudity, bringing up flesh makes it a little extra weird.
Yeah, that's what's making it just very
Yeah.
off-putting, and it very
Well,
uncomfortable.
I mean, every Sunday we do like our own form of cannibalism, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, community.
yeah, but I was like, and that's the other thing
You know,
is she saying that her flesh
like
wants the money? Because that's what's happening here. It's like the
Yeah.
capitalism versus her
it's
sense of
feeding. Yeah, it's
morals.
like feeding your flesh is like
Yeah,
like
feeding the
wanting
physical
the
man.
money
Yep. That's that's
because
what
your
that's about.
spirit, because your spirit is what is supposed to move on. You don't take your flesh with you, so it's like feeding your flesh, your body here on earth, right? That's the separation,
I
right?
have a
Because
handful
when
of
you talk,
metaphors I
when
would
you,
prefer.
yeah, I know it, especially when she's adding the nudity to it. It's just making it very. It's a lot.
Hmm.
You're not off.
It,
You're very.
Yeah,
I'm with you, sister.
'cause it's just
I'm here.
it's a
I'm
very
following.
strange phrasing for it. But we're only 3 minutes into her speech. I'm trying to get to the part where she talks about the 19th
About what
Amendment.
others will think. Because everyone kind of squirms when you say you're getting married young in today's society. But let me tell you something. There is nothing more fun or beautiful than starting from the bottom with the love of your life and building together. Because of the rise of radical individuals.
So what do we
Yo,
say to
go.
Ruth and Boaz?
Ruth and what?
Okay, so there's what, two? Is it only two, right, Deacon? Esther and Ruth are the two books that are actually women in the Bible. And Boaz did not start from the bottom. Literally was rich.
Yeah.
So I guess and like that's not a good thing. Um and God blessed Ruth with Boaz because of her faith and following of Naomi. She's was a wonderful best friend to her mother-in-law, even though her son passed, right? And
Hmm.
found her and she worked like she was actually a working woman, and that's where her husband found her, like working and holding like in the field. And he was a rich man, so I'm really confused on the metaphor, but I guess maybe she doesn't read her Bible.
I mean, that would not be anything new.
And I don't understand, like, why
And
does
didn't Esther marry a king? Okay, sorry.
yep.
Continue.
Yes,
It's only two women with books, and they both married rich. But okay,
Yep.
I like
I don't
Esther's
get
I'm
it.
book.
sorry.
What did you want to add, Oya?
My bad.
So I have a problem when they say like
Do you?
super
Do you?
young, because there's somebody who got married at 21. Don't be telling young girls to go out and get married to no old ass man at 21.
I mean,
It's a little bit
definitely.
predatory.
You should also like, if you're gonna get married young, get married to someone that's really close in age. But you also should be wary of that because neither of y'all are ready. But Ren is agreeing with you. Don't tell girls to get married to anyone at 21. Yeah,
Hey,
and she got married
She
Like,
was
at 20. So
18.
yeah,
Yeah,
18. He was 19.
but
Oh
like
No,
no,
he
he
was
was
21.
22.
21. 21.
yeah, if you're convinced that that's
man.
your person, that's your partner, then you can wait to marry. Like, it's not going to make a difference. So why are you that much in a rush to do that before
Indoctrination.
your
Lenati, please.
brain has fully formed?
Right.
Indoctrination. It's what
And
you've
that
been told is the right
and
thing to
that's
do.
why she looks like she needs plastic surgery already. And she's probably not even that fucking old.
No, she
She's
I
just
not.
turned 22 or 21.
Yeah,
She
Why
just,
does she
Right.
look older than me?
I thank you. I thought she was in her 30s at least.
I don't know if it's the
Well,
bronzer that she
Hmm.
uses, but no, she definitely looks older than
No, it's
she
called
is.
stress.
well, I will
That's
I
called
will
letting a
Oh,
say
man make all the decisions for you.
I do know someone who was told at 16 by her now husband,
mhm.
who is turning 41 this month, and she is 36. I don't know math. So that's 5 years.
Yeah, 5
Five
years
years.
apart.
So he was 21.
Hmm.
Told her father that God told him that he was going to marry her, and then began to court at that age. Um, she now has 7 kids, just had her seventh, 6 vaginal. Um, she looks drained. So there's two sides of it. That's
Yeah,
what
being
happens.
trafficked at that age will do that.
Mm,
That's what but God told him.
Oh my god.
God told him, right? Married at 18.
that's insane. Thank you. Grunt said cult-like behaviors on display. Oh, I don't think it's gonna get better in the rest of this the rest of her speech that she gave. Which, by the way, guys, if you want to help support me and every single person on this panel, you can do it multiple ways. All right. Make sure you hit follow or subscribe, depending on which where you're at. Ren, we're watching Savannah Faith Stone. I think her middle name is Faith. She is the one who
That's
advocates
wild.
Mhm.
for women to overturn the 19th Amendment and lose their right to vote. She also says it was the government, the deep state, that is the reason why we have the 19th Amendment. They wanted to divide the
She said it was the
masses.
CIA.
CIA.
All of these things, yeah. We're gonna get back to that. Yeah, she's not the brightest. She's trying to further indoctrinate the crowd. But if you guys want to help support, everyone's YouTube channel page is in the description on the tubes. And the best way to do it is because if you guys send it in increments of 5, every single person will get $1 out of that $5 that is on this panel. So if you want to help support all of the creators up here, Cash App, Venmo are all Mermaid RE0. But if you go to their own individual pages, they have their own links. Oya, yours is the only tube I don't have. But did Oya
And the way
freeze
That's
froze
what
me.
she
again?
said. That's what she said. Sorry.
That's not funny.
I don't know. I thought it would. Okay.
She's frozen again. My bad. Man, I'm about ready to just say, Oya, just join the TikTok panel. It's fine. You again, it
At
doesn't
this
freeze her
point,
negatively. So somebody text her and tell
no.
her to join TikTok. All right. Today, guys, also on tubes, I can't deduct your amounts from the live goal because that I won't get paid for anything sent from y'all today until August. So I can't include that up here. So, but we're going to continue this for now.
Individualism in our society, we have now told both men and women that they need to build their own life before ever thinking about getting married. But two separate lives do not easily merge. Individualism did not just redefine marriage, it is the death of marriage. I first started this whole social media thing sometime last spring, and my first video that went viral was me getting ready and sharing my marriage story. We have a pretty cool story. From the beginning, we were in biblical courtship, which is dating with the sole intention of marriage. So we got the hard conversations out of the way very early on, and after a year of courtship, Noah proposed to me. This was on a Wednesday, and as we're driving back from the beach,
Mind you, she got married at 18, so she was at minimum 16 when they started dating. So just reminding.
Of the timeline. It's fun. Great. Love the grooming.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that was hold on. You can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
No worries. At least I'm not
We're
frozen in a
we're
weird spot.
we're telling the truth.
It's technology saying, haha, you thought.
Blackout. And Mercury is in my.
There we go. I'm back.
Ooh.
And then
Mercury is in
I like how
microwaves.
that happened and then it turned off Queen's audio.
What?
you're there now.
Is
You
there
okay
a
hear me?
solar flare today?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No,
Can y'all hear
I
me?
yeah, you guys are all good.
Okay.
I noticed it immediately. All right. Is there a solar flare today? Okay.
There might be.
So she was
Mercury. It's Mercury in micro braids.
all right. We're gonna continue this. Yeah. Mercury is in Gatorade. That's funny. I like that one too. Mermaid teleport. I did teleport. I'm back though. There we go. All right, we're gonna continue this.
she proposed to me on, he says, "Hey, by the way, we're getting married on Saturday."
My God.
So 3 days after getting engaged, there we were getting married in the church with our.
Okay, so she was 17. I will take that back. She was 17 when they started dating, courting. And can any of y'all imagine getting proposed to and then just being told we're getting married in 3 days?
Who gonna tell me what to do?
Mm-mm.
That's insane. What did she get to?
Immediate family and a few friends as witnesses. And
Gotta
then
take
that
a call.
following Monday, we moved away from our hometown and into our first apartment. So I shared this story on TikTok, and the majority of the comments were horrible. Just wait 5 years until he finds another woman. You really gave up your life for a
Or
man? An angel lost its wings? Lots of miserable feminists in the comments. So I have spent the past year debating.
The angel lost its wing comments doesn't make sense to me.
right. I don't think anybody said that.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a
that's
stretch.
weird. Wow. Simon, I
He
don't
tried though.
know why you're so obsessed with me in my comment section. Who are you and why would you be like blowing up in my tube chat? I don't know why he's so upset with me. Can anyone tell me where I said that I was a misandrist? Because I know I've never said that before. I know I make jokes about engaging in misandry.
Oh, may I?
Yeah. I was like, it's not a real word, not a real thing. But if anyone is, it's
Yeah.
me.
What's up, Maya?
People use that
Thanks.
word when they are incompetent and lacking in a certain department. Most of the time it's intelligence, most of the time it's physical, most of the time it's just because their mom told them they can't be their girlfriend. But sometimes it's just plain old, not amounting to anything and sounding like they read with their index finger.
Oh, follow along. Anyways, that's about as much
Mhm.
attention as I ever give a man like that, because I don't know who the fuck you are or who you think you are. Odd. Like, or why I should know who
On
you are, I guess.
But on that note, I do want to say thank you to Ren for the 2 on the green app for asking, when you gonna let me take you from Logic? You're married, Ren.
She's like, I don't
I
This is an
care.
appreciate
open
that.
relationship.
Also just real quick, guys, if you are watching over on TikTok, be sure to be sharing out the live and continue to double tap that screen. We're just a teeny bit behind on the likes, but we have a low crowd on the days that we do the deep dive. If we can try to go ahead and light up my gift gallery, because I may or may not be on before the weekend. There are 3 gifts left. Unfortunately, they are the biggest ones. If we can at least get whatever y'all can do. If we can at least do the whale diving, that would be cool. So I would appreciate it. I'm sorry, Moose. Sorry, Moose. We're not trying to be mean to you, I promise. Or to anyone. So we're just going on with that. All right. So she got married at 18, started dating him at 17, and got married 3 days after they got engaged.
Dating these feminists, debunking the lies of feminism, talking about getting married young, and showing young women what it means to live a virtuous and purposeful life. And the truth is, to live a virtuous life of abundance as a woman, you must reject the lies of this culture. Feminism is the biggest lie we have ever been sold as women. Now you may say, well, Savannah, I reject modern feminism, but I agree with the principles of feminism. And I would challenge you on that. Because while the textbook definition of feminism is about equality between the sexes and women having agency over their own lives, what feminism actually is a movement funded by the wealthiest evil people with the goal to destroy marriage and family. It is designed to make you hate the very things God made unique about you as a woman. Allow me to share with you some quotes from our feminist icons.
We'll pause there. So guys, see, this is what I was saying, where she was like, feminism is really meant to divide everybody. And it's the
Wow.
rich people that sold y'all on this lie. You
Well,
voted.
as the black woman, as one of the black women on here, I would just like to say, we are not feminists. We are womanist. So, yeah, I didn't know that's what feminism was all about. Shit.
Apparently, yeah. That Z Spark, they
Also,
never care about at that. What's up?
I don't remember it being the rich people in power who whistled at me for walking down the street when I was 12. Like the parts about femininity and girlhood and womanhood that I ended up hating that made me a feminist didn't have anything to do with the rich people in power at the time because I wasn't that aware of it. I was aware of grown ass men being gross towards me, of my mom warning me not to wear some shorts when I left the house or when certain family members were going to come over. Like,
Right. And it's just the part that is interesting is that people approach this conversation or their outlook as if rights, resources are a huge pie that have a fixed amount, that there isn't enough of respect, rights, and resources to go around for everyone, and that only men can have access to this, and feminism, right, because I am a womanist, or even womanism, is going to impact their access to this when there is an infinite amount of access for everyone. And in fact, if men stopped carrying all the load of what the patriarchy puts on their shoulders, they would stop harming themselves so much, right? But they continue to want to uphold a
Hello?
system that,
We hear
hey,
you.
that that can benefit them, but also harm them in extreme ways at the same time. So it's just sad.
Also, I hope Blue wasn't trying to say anything. I had to turn back on his audio. I don't. I turned it off while you took your call because I was like, well, just in case.
Oh, I did. I did say something during it right after I was.
My bad. We didn't hear it. Do you remember what you said? Would you like to repeat it? Or are you silencing the
When
black?
what I said, I was trying to figure out what wealthy people were funding feminism. Like, I'm not understanding that, because if the feminists, like, most of the bourgeoisie or what have you, are like agents of the patriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they put their money into something that is trying to overturn the patriarchy that they serve?
Yeah, that I don't know.
Logicking.
That I do not know. Yeah, what logic? They are always missing it.
Mhm.
So, but friendly reminder again, guys, if you're able to, Mermaid RE0 at all of the lovely places to help support the show and all these wonderful people for all their brains and their brain power. And then Queen walked away. Now it's an empty chair.
Paula Smith Firestone.
it's a nice
The
chair,
end
though.
goal of feminist revolution must be the abolition of the nuclear family. Sharon Stone.
What?
The more famous and powerful I get, the more power I have to hurt men. Sally Miller Gearhart.
Have you guys heard of any of these names?
I mean, I know who Sharon Stone is.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I don't know these white people.
I wouldn't
don't
say
know
she's
who
like a
that's second.
feminist icon.
No.
Sharon Stone, the actress,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ain't that the one that spurred her legs in that one movie? Or no?
That's
Mhm.
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic Instinct. Mhm.
I don't know these
Okay.
people.
She
That's not who
she
I would
apparently is an
name.
activist, but
Who
but
else did they? Jane Fonda? Oh, who else did they name?
Oh, probably
she
just
didn't.
white women. Hold on, let's see.
Oh.
Some quotes from our feminist icons. Shula Smith Firestone.
Shula Smith Firestone?
What a name. Like, is she like the founder of the Firestone dynasty of tires?
Hell
Shula
yeah.
Smith.
Shula Myth. Shula, she can't even say the name right.
Oh, Shulamith.
Canadian
Ah.
born. Wow, I like this AI overview.
I like her
because
vibe. I kind of like her vibe a little bit with the hair.
I'm just gonna read you Gemini. Uh, was a Canadian-born American radical feminist.
Okay.
How are you going to be a Canadian-born American radical?
North American continent, I guess. That's how they're trying to play
Oh,
it.
fair enough.
I was gonna say
She
this is the United States. This is not America. This is the United States. Sorry, guys.
hold on. Right here, I see a snippet that says, was mocked when she published a 1970s manifesto advocating for artificial wombs, but her
Oh,
arguments about exploitation of reproductive labor remain timely. Now, I'm
Haha.
interested in learning a little bit about the artificial wombs. Like, what are you going on about?
God.
Yeah, how her
TikTok has
utopian
ruined
visions
me.
compared to contemporary reproductive technologies.
TikTok has ruined
Interesting.
me because now all I hear is womblands.
So she was born
In
in
my
Canada.
womblands? Oh,
My womb
Oh, because
Oh
they're trying to
God.
say that she wanted to abolish pregnancy with artificial wombs.
wasn't
What
there
the
a movie on
would you
this with
That sounds familiar, honestly.
Sylvester? Was it not Sylvester Stallone? Was it Sylvester Stallone? And like
Like,
Taco Bell was like the
yeah,
best
yeah.
restaurant.
I know exactly which movie you're talking about. I couldn't tell you the name of it, but he was like cryogenically frozen.
Yeah, it was like Demolition Man. Was that it?
Delicious Man, I'm pretty sure. I think that's Bruce Willis.
No, I think
Or it's
that's
not, no, it's Lights On. That
is
is
that
Yep.
it?
Willis.
Demolition Man.
I know
Y'all
Yeah,
my
got it.
shit.
that was Wesley Sniping. Yeah,
Yep. And he was blonde. Okay.
been a long time since I've seen Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Is
She
that
was
right?
born.
Okay.
She was born in Canada, but relocated to Missouri.
Man, that sucks.
That's why they're saying
That
Canadian born American.
sucks.
She got her. She was nationalized or naturalized.
Mm.
Mhm. What?
Yeah. Artificial wombs would radically change the terms of the abortion debate. Yeah, that's very true. She saw it as an opportunity to increase women's reproductive choices and autonomy. And yeah, there's a lot of ethical questions that go into it. Like, there's no denying that fact. But considering everyone's sharing the talking point, which has not been proven, that China has an artificial womb, it's not true, guys. There's nothing backed about that.
I was going to say, whoop de
That's
fucking do if they do. Move to China then.
Yeah, right?
a
Hey,
weird
Wheels.
thing to make up and even get upset about. Like, okay.
Okay, so let's see. What is she saying? To Shula Myth says.
God made unique about you as a woman.
Oh, shush. Let's get.
Allow me to share with you some quotes from our feminist icons. Shula Smith Firestone. The end goal of feminist revolution must be the abolition of the nuclear family. Sharon Stone.
Oh, I mean,
Mm.
I'm
for
fine with that.
one, well,
Yeah.
I just want to be clear. Like, for one, the nuclear family isn't even supported by biblical texture.
No, yeah, it wasn't
Text. My bad.
texture I liked though. It was like it wasn't a thing until the 1950s. Historically, humans raised their children not in like two-parent homes and with only their siblings and nobody else. Historically, humans raised children with grandparents, with their own siblings, with cousins, neighbors, chosen kin, with tribal communities, villages, religious communities. Like anthropologists summarize this, and there's a lot to unpack from here, but anthropologists literally summarize it as humans are cooperative breeders. Like that's why we have the term "it takes a village to raise a kid," because we used to use entire villages to raise children.
Yep.
Glorifying the 1950s has just been heinous.
Yeah, it's just,
And
it's
I'm
And,
never
glad
and
how
not,
it's
kids more.
been.
I'm so glad you said that.
well, and not to mention, Jesus' mom had two baby daddies herself. So
That was a
technically,
good point.
True.
that's not a nuclear family, if you ask me.
There you go. Yeah, because it's just, again, like, biblical texts don't support the idea of a nuclear family. It never has. And people that utilize it, like she does, to support this idea you're automatically wrong. You're not even following the laws of God. So I don't know what exactly you're doing here. So
The more
Yeah.
famous and powerful I get, the more power I have to hurt men.
yeah, that's not a great quote. But I
Yeah,
still don't
but
What's
know whose
wrong with
quote it
that?
is.
What's the issue?
I mean, I don't believe in hurting people in general. I don't mind hurting
But
their
I mean,
feelings, but
what if I
All
need to
hurt
hear the
man's
quote
feelings.
again. All
do
I
what?
heard was hurt men. What was she saying?
The more rich and powerful I get, the more I'm able to hurt men or something like that.
It's oh, I mean, well, men do that too.
I mean, yeah, that's the entire concept behind rape is because it's not about the actual it's not about the act of sex. It's about the act of control
Right.
and hurting
Okay.
someone. So
Right.
I'm looking up the context because, like, I
Yeah,
personally
I
I
was
agree
doing
with it,
that.
but I guarantee, I
I'm like, what are we
guarantee.
hurting them
it
for? Like, what
this is all
specifically?
taken out of context. Let's just be
It's
I mean,
all
real.
men till it's no
obviously.
men, huh? No? Cool.
I'm like, what exactly?
But wait.
There's
Park
more.
Parkers, tell me a
Hmm.
good thing that or tell me a nice thing that
Hmm.
Logic has done for you recently.
He, this is my water cup,
Mm-hmm.
and every night when I'm getting ready for bed, he picks it up, and if it's empty, he goes and refills it for me and then brings it to me in bed.
Not all men.
Mm,
I felt like you would remember that. I did that last time to you.
I did. That's why I was like immediately preparing.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Also, TikTok, I know we can do something with the gift gallery. Let's see some stuff flying, please. Thank you.
Sally Miller Gearhart. The proportion of men must be reduced to and maintained at approximately 10% of the human race. Simone.
What?
That's a crazy statement. Oh, I didn't mean to go out that far. Hold on. What was the name? Something Sally Gearhart?
Sally Miller Gilhart.
That sounds like something
How
short
about
skirts would say.
Gearhart. Men population control. Let's Google that.
Said, don't let them get out of control.
Oh, this is interesting. This is a blog, but I am let's see. Horse breed. Oh, wow.
Sorry, don't piss me off.
This is a blog that is literally a man trying to. This is where she got the quote from. I guarantee that the next one is going to be on this list. So I'm actually going to play this real quick.
Simone de Beauvoir. No woman should be authorized to stay at home to raise her children. Women should not have that choice because if there is such a choice, too many women will make that one.
Okay. I'm just going to look to see if that one's on here. Oh, it's actually not on this blog. Interesting.
did she say the quiet part out loud?
She
That
did?
if women don't have to deal with men, then they won't.
Oh,
Oh, David, this
well,
isn't
now
the
I'm
spot for you.
upset
What about?
Why?
because clearly we're mad that this woman chose to have great sex for the rest of her fucking natural born life. We're clearly upset that Sally chose to find love and be secure in her life. Because why the fuck do I need to know that she was a lesbian? Like, I don't. What did she do besides being a lesbian?
Oh, because that's what
Mm.
the search results are pulling up.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, did she go to school? Does she have an education? I'm pretty sure she did so much more than lesbian activities.
I like how they just calls, let's see, radical feminists. Okay, yeah.
Who
Anyways,
did she say that last quote was from?
Sally Miller Gearhart.
No, I thought she said a different name.
Oh,
As far
that
as
one? Oh, I tuned out the name. Let's see. I hate moving back on this.
Women should not have that choice because if there is such a
yeah,
choice
this
and
one.
maintained at approximately 10% of the human race. Simone de Beauvoir.
Simone de Dubois.
Du, du, Duvoir. It sounds like.
Simone. Oh, wow. Apparently, it's pulling up
Beauvoir.
Beauvoir from France. Oh, this was from the early
B
1900s. Wow.
A or BEAU.
She had to reach for these.
VOIR.
She did.
Oh,
She had to
yeah.
really reach for these.
It was like she had to reach for weird names. She had to
Mm-hmm.
reach for non-Americans. She had to. I was like for far back, like not recent at all. And then she still had to pluck quotes out of context.
Yep. Social theorist and feminist activist. So like she was like I don't know if Savannah just didn't realize this or not, but she would have been a part of the original feminist movement in the early 1900s that helped effectuate our law changes in the United States. Like that has like this was
Oh, the
the
one
original.
that
These
Black
aren't
women weren't a part of.
That's the
I'm
one.
sure Savannah believes that they weren't. So, but let's see.
No woman should be will make that one. That doesn't sound like something that's just about women's rights. In fact, let's quickly review all of the wonderful things feminism has done for us as women. Number one, we can no longer define what a woman is.
Yes, we can.
I
She just
guess
doesn't like the
we'll
definition.
she just
My
doesn't. Yeah.
God.
I guess we will finally get to points 4 and 5, unlike her time with Jack. So I guess we're going to get there finally. She thinks she's so funny.
That woman's clearly never had an orgasm.
I'm sure many
She
of you saw
laughing?
Matt Walsh's film, What is a Woman? Uh, where Matt goes around the world. He interviews psychologists and professors, some of the most well-educated people in the world, and no one can seem to answer the basic question, what is a woman? Until finally he asks his wife at the end of the film, and she says, an adult human female. It's interesting how the most well-read, most educated society cannot even answer the most basic question. Both the Cambridge and Merriam-Webster dictionaries have updated their definitions of woman to a person who lives and identifies as female and having a gender identity that is opposite of male. Number two, men are
She
edging
said
women.
we are
Male
well read
is in
and educated. Like the Americans. Americans are well read and educated because we're not.
also male is in a gender identity. Neither is female. They're not those aren't
Right.
gender identity. Also, real quickly, 1 second. All right, coming
So
back. So,
language language is a living thing. Like for her
yeah,
to
it
like think
involves.
that you should just it should stay stagnant is like Merriam-Webster isn't a lot like they shouldn't update as we progress. It's
As we
weird.
also change things. And also, I don't know if I truly believe that the dictionary's definitions just randomly changed in 2022. I know she was making that claim with Jack, but I don't know if I really believe that. Oh, Mr. Wills, you don't have to, but I do appreciate you for all the donuts. Sir, you got a battle in an hour, so I need you to be watching for that, man. Okay. All right, we're gonna continue
April.
on with this. What's
Yeah,
up?
it updated April 2022.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. I mean, that's fine. It's very weird.
Out while wearing gowns. Riley Gaines knows this firsthand. We have biological men winning Woman of the Year and competing in women's sports. We are being
What?
erased in our.
I'm sorry. What transgender woman has won Woman of the Year?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner, yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner.
How the fuck was she Woman of the Year?
She got it like right after she transitioned.
Oh, I was like, cause she's trash.
So I'm
Didn't
sorry.
she
The woman
on
that
the last model?
supports
It
the
was
Yeah,
it was
literally.
it was Glamour magazine honored her as Woman of the Year in 2015.
the
She
woman that
definitely
supports
done
the
a lot for one.
conservative music or movement.
It was recognized for her impact on the transgender community and her journey of self-acceptance. She received the Transgender Champion Award during the ceremony that celebrated her
Interesting.
diverse achievements among women. I remember that.
That is odd. I do. Yeah, it seems like it was political of some degree. Yeah.
This was before she started going hyper MAGA.
Yeah. Like literally right before, because that would have
Hmm.
been Trump in 2016 the next year. Oh well. Like, so she's still
But Caitlyn
upset.
has always been super MAGA, even as her
But
dead name.
but respectfully, Oya, this is before she started to, yes, knew that
Mhm.
as Black people.
Oh,
But like, no, but people don't always see what they don't want to see. Then after this
True.
is when she started like riding hard for Trump, like outwardly wearing the MAGA hat and being like, I'm voting for Trump after she received this award.
It's always interesting how people vote against themselves in that way. But everybody's
wonder
got to
how that's
learn
going
some way.
now.
All right, let's see.
Our own locker rooms and competition.
Oh wait, hold on. So this speech was in 2026, right? So she's still upset about something that happened 11 years ago when she was 10 years old.
Girl.
I just want to point that out.
Ooh.
This is like all of the MAGA that bring up Obama constantly. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Number 3, women are not happy. I talk about the paradox of declining female happiness quite often. This is a
I'm going to point this out. I'm not going to pull up the study again. If you guys want to see the study, I showed it up on Monday. The actually largest section of women that are happy in the country, in the world on this survey was unmarried women with children. Yeah. Unmarried women with children were the happiest. Okay.
self-reported study that started in the 1970s. And back then, women reported to be very happy, happier than men, in fact. But that started declining very rapidly. And now women are unhappier than ever.
What happened in the 1970s, y'all?
We got our bank accounts, y'all.
Yeah.
You actually
Women
have
were
to be.
allowed to get credit. I mean, I would be very unhappy too if I did one thing and, you know, the bank was like, fuck you. Take it down
Does your
real
husband
quick.
know that you're taking this money out? Don't make me call Bob.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Bob. I'm gonna call your banker. Right? Freaking meow. Okay.
Women are also 3 times more likely to experience mental health problems than men. It's interesting because you would think.
No, women are just more likely to get a diagnosis because we go to the doctor.
Whereas men are raw dogging life in the medical sense and in just in the medical sense, they're just raw dogging. They're like, my name is Johnny Knoxville, and welcome to Jackass every day of their lives.
Yeah. It's literally like no, men just don't go to the doctor. Men, go to a therapist. There is nothing wrong. It doesn't make you less manly to have someone else hear your thoughts and actually works through it. Like, pay a professional to do their job.
100%.
Doesn't make you less of a man to go and work out your feelings so you're not punching holes in a wall. Okay? Because we know y'all got your feelings. You guys get very ragey very quickly.
I'd
that
argue
more
it makes you
freedom
more of a man.
PMSing before it's time for me to PMS.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one too, Casey. If you never get tested for cancer, do you ever really have cancer?
so 3 times more likely
We'll go
to
back a little
experience
bit.
mental health problems than men. It's interesting
Still wrong.
because you would think
Right.
that with more freedom and opportunity than ever before, we would be happier, right? Number 4, it has created a gender war between the sexes. Men and women have
Oh,
Who is at? Where do I sign up for this?
Yeah, I was like, that's my
Hold
no-no
on.
word.
Blue,
Hold
are
on.
we at war with you right now?
I'm dodging that draft.
Because
I don't. Nope.
they keep saying that
I have bone
we've
spurs.
been at W. I'm just trying to figure out where I sign up because at this point I want my assignment.
Who am I battling? Where? What date? Time?
What side are
mean,
you on, Blue?
I want no parts.
So,
like I
I
said,
mean,
I'm dodging
technically-
that draft.
I love that, Jasmine. That's great.
I mean, technically, we are war with men who did not get pussy in high school and now want to make laws about our bodies.
That's true.
So,
The men that crash
mean-
grinder.
yeah, those men.
Boy,
The men who think we can just hold in the blood, just hold it.
Just hold that baby in.
Oh. Yep.
All of
I
those
want to
things.
see your placenta.
I'm telling you, it's in the
Placenta gate is
mail.
never gonna die.
It's never gonna die. Feisty loves it every time. Hold on, let's see. So she is 21 years old, and people are taking advice from her. Yeah, Ren. So how can I put baby Ren out in the world, giving advice and making us some money? She will be 21 on the 25th.
Yeah.
How can you? Well, the growing movement is right now is to be the trad wife. So
Get her a trad wife Instagram.
get her a trad wife Instagram. Don't you get her a fake marriage. It ain't got
I
to
was
be
gonna say,
real.
doesn't even need a real husband. Just
Doesn't even need a real husband. She just needs someone that
a
can
model for the
pose with her.
photographs.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
That's the way to make money. We already got fake
Actually,
MAGA
I
and fake
wouldn't-
Dems out there, so
I would endorse that so much more than actually like going through with the marriage and the lifestyle, because that's a level of self-harm. But I was like, by all means, get a friend to pose with you, take a few pictures, help yourself,
yeah.
be
But
creative.
you got to
about
keep it consistent.
You do.
Baby Ren ain't going at gunpoint.
I believe that. I've talked to Baby Ren. She ain't doing that.
No, I'm just saying, like, if she wants to make
W baby
money
Ren.
on the quick and easy, there is a market for it right now, and it's under the guise of Savannah. So in Turning Point, we'll just keep this going.
never been more divided.
You'll never have an
And if you-
orgasm, but
I mean, I'm not encouraging her to get married. I'm just saying.
Sell some merch.
Once you completely destroy
Exactly, merch.
society, you convince men and women that they do not need each other. This is what happens when you try to smash the patriarchy. Number 5.
Smash.
Show of hands if you're Gen Z.
Just text it.
Awesome. Well, 1/3 of our generation has been slaughtered in the womb through abortion.
That is such a
oh my
weird.
fucking
You cannot make that
What?
argument. You cannot even make that argument.
I like that Audie hit that pause button because she knew we were all going to crash out.
I'm not crashing out. I'm crashing in.
Fair enough.
Also, you have no idea what age they would be. Also, like, sorry, anyone that's currently having an abortion, guess what? I hate to break this to you, Savannah. They wouldn't be Gen Z.
Just all up in my ear holes.
No, I'm like, Gen Z failed at math. Like, apparently, math failed them that generation. Okay, because hello,
Oh, no child left behind.
they were all
Yeah,
left behind. What?
that really fucked us up.
That's a war crime.
Any
Yeah.
child that isn't like, what is the new generation? Because they wouldn't even be Gen Alpha.
It'd be bad.
Beta. It's Gen Beta.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, anyone that would currently, like, she's talking in the year 2026, that would be being aborted, that had a chance to live right now, would be Generation Beta.
They're making a bunch of betas. Sorry.
Yeah. Before
Sorry.
I was like, for the,
That's true,
to
Spark.
very much
C-Spark.
cut through her entire argument and however the fucking long this is. Because her whole point is feminism bad. We don't need it. We
Yep.
never have. I was like, so to be clear, here's a list of statistics. Women are 51% of the population, but 60% of the poor, 83% of single parents, doing 66% of the work, producing 50% of the food, yet earning 11% of the pay and own only 20% of the land. That's why we still need feminism and womanism. Okay, thanks.
And also, child marriage still occurs at a high rate across the entire world, not just our country, but also our country. So, she technically was married as a child. You were 18, Pookie Pie.
Also, like a large number of the happiest countries in the world are those that have greater gender parity.
Yep.
Mostly the Nordic countries.
Hell, Iceland, they boycotted women boycotted going to work, and then immediately they increased their wages because they could not
Yeah.
operate as a country
Nope.
without women's labor.
Yep.
So, Generation Charlie, that's funny, Moose. Okay, let's try to get through the rest of this, and then Oya can lead the way.
The truth is, feminism was and is an entirely spiritual movement. It is the Jezebel spirit rebranded as empowerment and freedom.
That's the name of my band, Jezebel Spirit.
Actually, we can make
Is it
shirts.
really?
Can we get jackets? Is that already a band?
Jezebel.
It is now.
It is now.
Okay. Can
I
we
mean,
make a
let's
jackets?
make it a band.
Yeah, that's us. You can be our roadie. Is that what it's called? You look like Ted Crew.
The tech crew.
It's perfect.
Oof. All right, let's see. Co-parenting would be much easier if you felt more secure money-wise. I agree. Okay, we're gonna speed her up a little bit. Sorry, she's might sound a little chick monkey.
So, let's go back to the garden, shall we? What happened before all of humanity was cursed? A woman, Eve, goes before God and her husband and is tempted by the serpent. What did she promise? That she would not die, her eyes would be open, and she would become like God, knowing good and evil. So she takes a bite of the forbidden fruit. She then goes to her husband and tells him how good the fruit is. You won't die, Adam, just take a bite. Adam, succumbing to his wife and to Satan, takes a bite of the fruit even though he knows God told him not to. Then all of humanity is cursed. So how does this play out today? Satan still rules over the earth.
That's not
He uses
true.
tools like the media to specifically target us as women through emotion.
She's wrong. She's biblically incorrect. He was sitting next to her the entire fucking time. Okay. In Genesis, it does not say she had to go walk around the corner, go look for him, go seek him out. He was up in a tree. He was sitting there, he slung all out, chilling, naked. While she was just sitting there talking to the serpent came up on her, talking to her. He was told by God to protect his wife. He didn't do nothing. He was just sitting there chilling, tanning, whatever he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
watched it go down, and then she gave it to him, which means Adam was sitting there the entire time. He had one job, and he failed. So the whole idea of her blaming everything on Eve is ridiculous.
But
This is an equal thing in even in the biblical text. I want to slump. Okay,
that's
I'm not
just
supposed to hit
what
people anymore.
that's just what modern day religion has taught us, though, because none of them actually
Pisses
read
me
the
off.
Bible. They read
I'm
the
not gonna slump.
verses that the priest tells them to open their Bibles to, but they never start at Genesis.
Right.
They never have them read the book of Genesis when they just say, and remember, it was Eve, the woman, who bit the forbidden fruit. Just a friendly reminder, according to them.
And at least Eve gave people knowledge, but whatever. Okay.
Now, that was
go ahead.
Pandora. Get it right.
I mean, hey.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's not actually a baby. It's just a clump of cells. It's okay. You can just get rid of it. You can't afford to have a baby right now. Your happiness is the most important. The forbidden fruit is the media. You notice how there's literally an apple with a bite taken out of it on your phone? It's not a coincidence.
They have to bite because at a distance you can't tell that it's an apple.
That was the stupidest leap I think she's made so far. And she's made some stupid leaps.
Wild.
I'm about.
Didn't she want to be a model? Didn't she want to be a model? and an
She
actress
was
in
a
the beginning of
model.
this?
She was a model, but
But
I'm looking at my. I don't know. That's not really a bite, though. It's just a circle
I have
taken
it.
out.
I can't even do it because I'm getting so upset that I'm unplugging my computer. I literally have them.
Oh, yeah, you have a
Literally.
MacBook. God, people
Literally.
are so stupid.
I look like the guy from that TV show Over the Fence. I don't even know what it's called.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, guys!
Homer
New
Simpson.
conspiracy theory unlocked. The icon of Apple has a bite missing because it's a reference to the forbidden fruit. Who invented
Does she got
Apple?
an iPhone?
She probably does.
Satan, apparently.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys! If you are following God, you cannot own an iPhone.
And hold it. Can't have any Apple products.
You better get rid of that Apple product if
What
you
am I
believe in
gonna
God.
It's not going anywhere. I'm
Buy
locked
an
in for life.
Android. So what about people with Android? I think we're exempt.
Apple
Ren.
down.
We must be perfect if we have Androids.
I don't want to hear anything about this. We're about to beef right now. Okay.
It's on me. It's
You
Savannah.
you have this humanoid robot on there that on the Androids. That's idolatry. Nope.
That's idolatry.
It's us as women of the West who look at the fruit, the media, and just cannot resist it.
I'm
And Adam
done.
represents the weak Western man who says happy wife, and does whatever she says instead of what God says. We have completely reversed God's design. Instead, what society should look like is this. God is above everything. The man listens directly to God. The woman listens to her husband because he follows God. And the woman is stomping on the head of the serpent.
I mean, I'm all for that,
What happened in the
but
garden is happening today on a massive scale. We are headed into a fifth wave of feminism, and it is going to be detrimental to our society.
to be clear, I'm fine with stomping on the head of a serpent. That's cool because snakes are scary and I don't
I'm
want to get bit.
stomping. I'm fine with stomping on the head of misogynist.
Yeah, her. It's out on the forefront, out on display. So, Wills, I will agree that iPhone has is much. It runs better. It runs certain applications better, but no, even like Android, especially the new Samsungs, are always rated as far as camera quality above iPhone. So, last I checked, maybe it's just in the S24 versus the 15 model. So, sorry, not sorry.
And what's interesting is the women of the 19th century predicted this, and it's completely hidden from history. They predicted the birth rates dropping. They predicted the demonization and domination of
Here we go. Now she's talking about the anti-suffrage movement.
men. They predicted that women and children would not benefit from feminism. The truth is, feminism has not only harmed women, it's hurt children and
She
men
still
as
talks
well.
too slow.
In 1900, the rate of births outside of marriage was only 4%. By 2010, that number reached 41%. This destruction of the family has made mothering optional for women and fathering optional for men. And the biggest risk of abuse in children is removing biological fathers from the home. Children from
No, the biggest risk for women and children is having abusive fathers in the home. What? Or abusive parents, if we actually want to be honest. The biggest risk for children is having abusive parents in the home.
Like, I keep hearing the argument based on this skewed data that like women are more likely to, or the not more likely, women more often abuse children in the household, but that's because the men aren't in the like they're not the primary caretakers
Right.
Yeah, they're not
generally in our
there.
society. So
Yeah.
there's like they're not there to abuse them. Like this is such a stupid argument. Like they've abandoned the household, so how are they've like in a sense that is the abuse in itself. That is an abuse in itself. The neglect.
Hey, the
Just-
American in my tube chat. I hope you know that we don't support the people that supported Project 2025. I just want to let you know.
Yeah, we're making fun of these people. And
Yeah.
to Blue's point, yeah, it's proximity. Like,
Yeah.
Right. I mean, men right now think that when they are watching their own children, that they are babysitting.
Hmm.
Not all of them. Okay.
And think they should get a cookie for it.
but like,
Yep.
so many of them.
They don't consider it parenting. They consider it babysitting like it's a chore.
And society does that, like has basically contributed to that in public. If you see a father out with their kids, then they're oh, you're doing such a great job. Like you look at what you're like. They get all this praise for it when a mother's out with their kids. It's expected.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
But when a father does it, it's like a special favor or reward. And I'm like, no, those are your
Aw.
kids. So
Thank you,
Oh,
Hillary.
you must be giving the mother some time off.
Yeah. It's like, oh, how sweet of you. You're doing so much. Like, you're so great. Like, ha ha ha, thank you. Single dads are more desirable than single women.
The number one like cause of unalivement to children,
Single
I'm
mothers.
pretty sure, are pew pews,
They are. Yep.
right? So she's having the wrong conversation.
Oh, she don't care about that.
But like, I mean, they don't care about kids.
Oh, no, they never do.
Of homeless kids, 85%
Exactly.
of kids with behavioral disorders, 70% of kids in juvenile facilities, and 71% of kids in adolescent substance abuse treatment centers. This proves God's design for families is best, and it proves that men and women.
God's design for family.
71% of what children? What demographic?
She
Oh,
said fatherless homes.
white people. Oh,
She-
well,
Yeah.
she'd
Well,
probably
she
be
said fatherless
racist.
homes.
She'd probably be
Good
racist in there
God.
too. But like again, the biblical family was not one man, one woman. So that's not it at all, ma'am. So you're still wrong.
Were designed to need each other. Genesis 2:18.
No, we weren't.
Then the Lord God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmate fit for him." For those of you who don't know, help in Hebrew is the word ezer, which means a strong, indispensable ally, savior, or protector. Men and women were meant to be allies, not enemies. We're meant to use our differences to build each other up, because if two heads are the same, then one is not needed. And we so desperately need strong men and women of God to rise up in this society and stand for truth, but we cannot do that when we are divided. When an entire culture demonizes masculinity and calls it toxic, and tells women that their femininity is weakness and passivity, then naturally we will completely abandon it. They have purposely made men passive and weak, because if we had a society.
Well, no, that's what the women have been taught by men, is that we're supposed to be feeble and passive and meek.
Right.
Up
What?
that.
That is so dumb. Yeah, like you're doing it backwards. Anyways.
Of strong men with a mission to protect women and children, then the evil people who control everything would not be getting away with the things they're getting away with. There would have been a revolution by now. They have purposely convinced.
You voted for the man that hid the Epstein files. But you're all for protecting, yeah.
women that their only value is in what career title they hold and how sexually promiscuous they can be, so that they no longer see the value in marriage and family, but instead have placed our own immediate happiness on a pedestal. If you want to change this
Your
culture,
president
it starts
has
with
like
you, your
2 baby
relationship, and your home.
mamas.
This culture has demonized the covenant of marriage. Every movie, every TV show, all of the media you see does not portray healthy marriages. It portrays domineering women with weak and passive husbands, and it's all designed to make you think that is what marriage is. But marriage is the
I am your wife, fear me. Bow down before me. Lick my feet. That's not my thing, but you're going to kiss it at least, okay?
I want to say this is almost the same equivalent or the same negative. It's almost akin to the same negative stereotype that Black women receive. It's called the sapphire stereotype, where if we stand up for ourselves, if we're independent, if we're passionate, if we're aggressive or we're deemed aggressive, we are considered to be very sassy, very
Mm-hmm.
angry, very,
Condescending.
yeah.
Can't show self-confidence, you are immediately engaging in condescension, according to MAGA men.
She sounds like she's mad that media has evolved to portray happy marriages when, previously sitcom husbands were horrible to their wives.
Mm-hmm.
So she's biblically so incorrect. I'm getting irritated with her. Meekness in the Bible is defined as strength under control, right? And it's characterized by humility, gentleness, and patience rather than weakness or passivity, right? And literally Matthew 5:5 says, I think it's like blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth.
Yep.
Right?
Also, continue,
Go
sorry.
ahead. No. So like what she is saying is biblically incorrect, and she's trying, and she's not using any biblical text. She's not even using the red words, right? She's being a red hat Christian, not a red letter Christian. And it's irritating me because this is blasphemous and like sinful. Of everything that she's doing is so sinful and like demonic, if I want to be that extreme. And I don't like it. It makes me want to act up. But go ahead, Ari. She's pissing me off.
Oh, no, we're just going to go back to Romans 5:12 because you know how everything goes back to Eve, right? No, just as sin entered the world through one man, Adam, and death through sin, and in this way death came to all people because all sinned. The Bible doesn't even blame Eve.
And the Bible doesn't, like, in the New Testament, Galatians states that there's no ranking of virtues by sex. There Galatians 3:28 says there's neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Like, at that point there's no separation, like it's out, like household codes, gender rules, like those go out the window.
Yep. But they don't actually read their Bible. Anyway, so let's try to finish her.
ultimate representation
Can
of
she get
Christ's
back
love
to the
for his
19th
church.
Amendment,
That
though?
is why they hate it so much. You've been told that there are no good men left, that marriage will make you miserable, that it ruins your success, that you'll live a longer and happier life single. And that is all on purpose, because they know that when godly men and women create a lifelong covenant under God, then society would be unbreakable. And if you are single right now, or in courtship, it still starts with you. Biblically, a wife is not a title that you gain. It is something that you already embody. It's a heart posture that you hold, and it starts with surrendering to Christ. So whatever season you're in right now, you can become a good wife. That is actually why my podcast is called Good Wife, because it's not just for married women. It is for all women. Prepare for marriage before you ever get married. One thing I recommend to every woman is to make a list of all the traits you desire in your future husband, and then make a separate list of all the traits you need to cultivate within yourself in order to attract that type of man. The goal is to become the type of person your ideal person is looking for. Now this list is going to be your non-negotiables. There's a difference between non-negotiables and preferences. So for this list, these traits would be things like strong Christian, masculine, physically fit and disciplined. So how do you cultivate these traits within yourself? Develop your personal relationship with God. Understand and become the one God has called you to be, and also become physically fit and disciplined. This is something I did before I ever got married, and right away, I was able to recognize these traits when I met my husband. And because I did the work to develop all of those traits, we were so aligned from day one. I cannot stress enough how important this is, because who you choose to marry will be the most important decision of your life. Because once you get married, you are now under a covenant that has a mission. Every marriage has its own mission, and part of that mission is to build such a strong marriage and family that others look at you and say, I want that. And so they go create strong marriages and families. And then others see them and say, I want that too. And the cycle
No!
continues. And soon enough, we have a revival of strong, godly men and women in covenant under God, so that the corruption and evil of
The
the society
point
no
of
longer
marriage
has
is not to make other people jealous.
a lifesaver for me. But I told my husband about the opportunity on May 23rd. His immediate response was no. We will build something meaningful together.
I'm done. I can't deal with her anymore. So I even tried. I made her chickmunk voice. I still couldn't do it. Did she basically say lose weight and look good so you can be a wife? Oh, there's so many videos in that line of thought. There's so many videos within that line of thought, Ren, on her Instagram. But one of the things that she brought up when she was speaking with Jack, whose last name won't be named, right? She where did I just send that? No, I sent that here. Okay. Was about the anti-suffrage movement, also known as the National Association Opposed to Women's Suffrage, which was primarily ran by women. Okay, cool. She said that it was bigger than the suffrage movement, which nothing supports that argument. Have you guys been able to find anything that the anti-suffrage movement was bigger than the suffrage movement?
Nope.
Yeah. It's literally talking about how they started to get upset because other countries started to allow women the right to vote, right? So New Zealand, 1893, Australia, 1902, Finland, 1906, Norway, 1913. And we started coming into some of it, right? But between 1914 and 1939, 28 additional countries acquired either equal voting rights with men or the right to vote in national elections for women. Russia, can you guys believe this? Russia allowed women the right to vote before the United States did.
That doesn't surprise
I
me. Have
totally
you met a
believe that
Russian woman?
fucking shit.
Yeah, I was like, Russian women don't take shit.
They don't. They don't at all.
Not a damn thing.
Canada, Germany did it before we did.
That's embarrassing.
That is,
Didn't she say that feminism was backed by the wealthy?
yeah.
The anti-suffrage movement was well funded and institutionally powerful.
Yeah.
It was funded by the wealthy. The suffrage movement was the grassroots movement.
It was very grassroots, led by a lot of Black women that were a part of it. Hey, look, it's my heritage. Czechoslovakia even had it passed before the United States. 1919.
She's trying to do what the Daughters of the Confederacy and then did, as they like rewrote history to whitewash it and then became the Daughters of the American Revolution, in order to make it seem like the Civil War was justified on the South Side, and tried to promote like the War of Northern Aggression. Like, she's just doing that for fucking feminism, like, which is ridiculous because at layers anyway.
I think you're right, Moose. But yeah, like the first suffrage movement started in Britain back in 1792. Also, Oya, are you frozen again?
No.
Okay. You were just sitting really still. I'm
Sorry,
like,
I just become really still sometimes.
No, you're good. I get it. I just was like, oh, give me a second. What was this message?
Sometimes I have to sit really still in the jungle with my bulletproof vest. EP.
Lord have mercy.
I got distracted reading comments on the tube chat.
That is funny. I was like, what? I was like, you stopped.
Weird.
I know. I'm like, I stopped, but I'm like, this is very interesting. Again,
I'm so stoic.
American, I think you're talking to Savannah, but American said, hey, actually, I commit abortion on my wife's leg nearly daily.
Oh my goodness.
It was actually funny. Yeah, he went on, but it's funny. That line by itself is a good laugh. You should, like, anytime you want to, Moose, but there's not that many people there today. But yeah, so where should I start first with all of the ones that you sent me, Oya?
Oh, let's go with not all women gained the vote in 1920.
Oh, that opened on the wrong one, but that's okay. We fix this. I don't want your newsletter. I don't want your cookies. All right.
Welcome.
A
So in this
reminder.
article, we're
Yep. Go ahead. You lead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say,
Girl,
like,
lead.
yeah,
Oh.
you lead. Just take your
What is wrong with you, Oya? Go.
take your microphone.
Okay,
This
in
is
this
an
article, we're going to talk about different people of color and their suffrage movements. It wasn't just Black women or white women that had Ida B. Wells or Susan B. Anthony, which, by the way, Susan B. Anthony is a fucking racist. You'd rather give her left arm up than to have a Negro have the right to vote before her. An actual quote. So, our first one that we're going to talk about is somebody who's indigenous. This is an indigenous woman who did fight for the right for indigenous women to vote. And she, in freaking, I'm so sorry. In 1920, indigenous people weren't considered American citizens. So they didn't have the right to vote and they weren't considered Americans, which is kind of wild. And I do not know
Still
how to
illegal.
pronounce her name.
It's
Say
still a
what?
legal gray area. It's still a legal gray area right
yeah.
now.
Oh,
The
yeah.
the closest I get to it is gonna be Zitkalaza, and I guarantee I'm
Yeah, I'm not even
messing
going to
that up.
attempt.
No, that's correct. Zitkalasa. Have y'all ever read anything
Okay.
that she wrote?
No, I'll be honest and say
Her
no.
books are so good. There's one where cause she survived, um, the schools, the fuck,
Oh, the boarding
the res
schools?
The
yeah, she
indoctrination
survived the boarding schools.
schools.
And I was like, and so she
Okay.
writes about her experience of like being taken from her family, being put on the train, being taken to this boarding school and told that she can't speak her language. She's getting a new name. They cut her hair.
Mm.
And and that's just the entry. Yeah, exactly. Just like what you were reading the other day, Oya. It was like, I cannot express enough that if you have not ever read anything by Zit Kalasa, you should. Just anything you can get your hands on, but especially that one because that drilled it in when I was very young about
All
how
right.
her.
Oh,
Park.
And then we
Okay, you
talk
almost
about,
froze.
I'm back.
Okay.
It's that
and then we
Texas
go in and
infrastructure.
yeah. And
Go
then we
ahead,
go
Oya.
in and we talk about how the early suffrage movements look to the indigenous community to get a model of how a community and how a movement should run. Because indigenous communities were really, really big on socialism or like communism. Like, yeah, communism better. Like in the indigenous community, they're not only hunting like so they can eat for a specific person, they're hunting so the whole tribe can eat. The matriarchs are helping bring in the newer generation. And so it's like we see that they are really understanding of how a movement should work. And that's what the suffrage movement should be modeled after. I was waiting for you to scroll down.
Oh, my bad.
Next slide, please.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
There
so
we go.
sorry.
Thank you. Next. But
And
I will point
then
this out real
got
quick though, because
oh
this
god.
is sorry. Native American women, sorry, indigenous women gained the right to vote because of a law passed in 1924 by called the Snyder Act. Or no, sorry, they didn't gain the right to vote. They gained citizenship.
Correct.
but they were still denied the right to vote as late as 1962. Continue.
I'm sorry, I saw something pop up. Okay. Um, so with these like communities that we all think that like we have a different struggle or like whatever compared to like all of the POC cultures. But in reality, we have something in common. Intersectionality. We all can understand being a person of color and being discriminated against, and then being discriminated against because of our gender or who we identify as. So I thought that was really cool. I had a really fun time going down this humongous rabbit hole,
Yeah.
and I did that within 72
Well,
hours. So
I'm reading
really,
that you're going to jump
okay.
to 1952, but before you go to 1952, I wanted to bring up, just take it back a little bit. Do you guys know about the Expiration Act of 1907?
No.
Okay,
I feel like I've
so
heard that
because
before.
I know Parker's heard me talk about it. I did make a video about it. So the
Oh my
Expiration
gosh.
Act of 1907 was one of, I can count at least three times in history of the United States where people who were born here lost their citizenship, of some way, their birthright. The first time is when indigenous people were kidnapped into the Atlantic slave trade, right? If you didn't know that, they were. Another time is in the 1930s where people who were Mexican that were born here were deported during the largest mass deportation, where 2 million Mexican people who were born in Mexico and people who were born in the US that were Mexican were deported. And the third time um, is the Expiration Act of 1907, where if you were a woman who was born in the United States, but you married somebody who was not born in the United States, you were required to relinquish your your US citizenship and take on the citizenship of your husband, right? And it was only the women. Like none of the men had to do it. They were actually encouraged to marry women from other countries, but they got to keep their US citizenship. The 19th Amendment was the only reason why the Cable Act was passed in, I believe, 1922. So before the Snyder Act that gave Indigenous women citizenship, the Cable Act came around in 1922. And it was because of the 19th Amendment that suffragists actually did like protest and lobbied Congress directly in order to get it, the National Women's Party to get it passed because they lost their citizenship and they needed more people to be able to have the right to vote. The only caveat is that it's still racist because it's going to lead into the next part in Oya's article is that if you were married to an Asian immigrant, they were still the one demographic that was not allowed to be citizens in this country. It was illegal to be a U.S. citizen, I believe, until like 1952, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. So if you were a woman born to married to an Asian man, it didn't matter. You still were not allowed to be a U.S. citizen, even if you were born in the United States. So I love to remind people that the United States has definitely taken the citizenship away from people born here, even if you're a white woman.
Mhm.
It has happened. And when we have these conversations around birthright citizenship and how far the government is willing to go, I just want to remind people like they've gone that far before, and I wouldn't be shocked if they would try to find a way to go there again. So I noticed that wasn't in the article, Oya, so I just wanted to point that out because a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that part of our history, and I think it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a common, because every time women have been attacked in history and devalued, it's a land grab. I was like, that's why people would report women as witches, is because then that land was up for grabs. And it was the same thing during this time, where if they could prove that a white woman wasn't purely white, then she couldn't own her property and they could take it. So it was like that. This is what I mean by the pick me's.
Yep.
You're the pick me's that think that you're gonna be safe from this shit, and you're not.
With going down this list of women,
Hmm.
with women like Dr. Mabel Ping Huali,
Hmm.
I said that right.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
And people like women like Fannie Lou Hamer. Um, it dawned on me like when I first sent you like the TikTok talking about how conservative women are literally saying, I'll give up my right to vote. Like, how they don't understand that that will negatively affect them in the end. How they don't understand that the detriment of a black woman and the detriment of any POC woman will
Hmm.
end up being their own detriment in the end.
I think it's more than that, right? So it's about the same reason why I don't speak to someone that is an accelerationist, because while you, right, you have accepted basically you're going to die sooner than you think you should with an accelerationist ideology. You can accept that for yourself, but now you're accepting it on behalf of the other people in the world, and you don't care that they want to continue on the way that they are, right? And so that's kind of how this 19th Amendment rollback movement, that ideology screams to me. And it's, you made me think of it, Oya, with the way you phrase that is, you can accept that you don't think you should have the right to vote. Why are you pressing that upon other women or other people,
Right.
other individuals?
Period.
If you don't want to vote, honestly, if you're someone that believes that you shouldn't, I know, right? Repeal the Third Amendment. I agree, Cass. If you believe that you shouldn't have the right to vote, then do not participate in the system. Why is it that the Conservative Party is always pushing a way to control another person or a way to roll back other people's rights? I think that's what I would ask about more. Is like, why is it that you want to roll back other people's rights? Because you don't think you should have it, yet you participate in the system that allows you to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clarence
And
Thomas. My bad.
oh damn, not you talking to the coon. Um,
Oh,
and we often
dumbass.
hear about the literacy test when it comes to like the black right to vote.
Mm-hmm.
But this was happening in other places too, in other territories, like Puerto Rico, for instance, where Louisa Caput I don't even know how to say that last name. I'm not gonna do that. Capatillo? No,
Uh,
no, I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna
Luisa
do it.
Capetillo.
Yeah. In Puerto Rico, they were having literacy tests
Yep,
for them
I
to
read
have
that.
the right to
Mhm.
vote. That's wild to me. And she had to lead a movement to literate women and then also help them get the right to vote. Like, what? What? And so I'm like reading all of these like different things and like I'm going down a list of like women and I'm like, damn, y'all would really rather set the house on fire and unalive everybody than to do the right thing
Yep.
and think outside yourself.
Well, it's like Vivek Ramaswamy when he was running for the presidential race of 2024. He said on the at one of their debates that he believed that we need to increase the voting age to 25 and then we need to do literacy tests. But he didn't say it that way.
This is very like family annihilator-esque. You know? Like rather than let everybody live their own lives and continue to progress in your own way, I was like, you just take out the entire household because then you can be held up on a pedestal and it saves your sense of self or pride or ego. That is a shocking amount of overlap. This is why I don't have any faith in humanity. I'm going to be honest with you, though.
Billy the
Whew.
Kid finally said something like smart for once. How would you know who to vote for unless you can read the ballot? Put a photo next to it? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, actually, you said something smart for
That
once. Thank you.
that would actually be like good for accessibility.
Yeah.
My Yaya actually gets her ballot translated in French.
Ooh, I like that.
That's fancy.
That's cool. All right. Um, Fanny. Fanny Lou Hammer.
Hamer.
My bad.
Gamer.
It's okay. I love her.
Either
She's
one of y'all
amazing.
good.
Uh,
I've seen her
you can go
before.
ahead for her, Verna.
There's so I just did like a 3-part series on like the Freedom Summer, and because it's more than just like what Fannie Lou Hamer did. There's like a whole thing. So it starts out with the fact that I believe Mississippi was about, what was it, 42% black, but and this is in 1960, but only 6% of them were registered to vote. And there's a lot of barriers put in place. And if somebody registered to vote, what they would do would put your name in the newspaper so that white people would go and harass you and do egregious things to make it like even worse for you to exercise your right to vote. And we know how important it is to be able to have accurate representation. And like it was mentioned, there was poll taxes, literacy tests, and basically the registration forms were just essentially designed to fail you. During Freedom Summer, there were volunteers that came up from the north that knew that they were going to come down to try to get a mass amount of people to register individuals to vote, and there was inclusive of white people coming, and they faced extreme amount of violence, and they did not get a bunch of people registered, but the point was to lay the groundwork for lawsuits, to prove a point that there was barriers that led to the Voting Rights Act of 1965, right? Then what they noticed is that they needed to create freedom schools. So freedom schools were essentially conducted in churches, outside, or in spaces wherever they could, where they could teach African American history and African history, but of course, like literacy and like basic information that was being strategically withheld from the Black community to weaponize education as a way to keep us, out of, the political conversation, but just literally just to keep us down in society, because education is a powerful tool, right?
Mhm.
Which, again, I'm like a huge STEM girly and nerd, which is why utilizing AI as your biggest form of research and knowledge is a way to keep you unintelligent. Open up a book and do
Mm.
your own research. Like, if anything is free, it is to get you to stop using something, and this is to stop getting you to use your brain. So stop doing that so much. Anyways, so they opened up a bunch of freedom schools so that they can identify leaders for our movements in the future, right? Then that leads to the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party. Okay. Okay, so basically, this is so cool. They walk in there and they come with their own like their own party to like the Democratic like national convention in Atlantic City, with the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party to challenge them. And essentially, I believe I have her quote. Um she walks in and is like basically like, we are representing ourselves because we are not represented in the current Democratic Party. And I believe they wanted to distract them and like not, they had Fannie Lou Hamer give her testimony, and they used cameras to, it said, even okay, so like they did it last minute, like a press conference, and it wasn't necessary to pull cameras away while the DP delegate Fannie Lou Hamer was giving her testimony, but it backfired because in her speech it ended up having this quote like go on national news for days, and she said this: "Is this America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, where we have to sleep with our telephones off the hook because our lives are threatened daily, just because we want to live as decent human beings?" And so, because I think that who it was, Lyndon B. Johnson kind of wanted to use her as a caricature and like kind of distract her and try to get other things done at the convention and like kind of entertain her and let her do her testimony. they captured this like authentic moment of her like speaking into the souls of America, and it played on the news like consistently, like that quote, and it ended up forcing the hand that led to less than a year the Voting Rights Act of 1965 being signed. They didn't actually win like a seat at the table with the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, but we won the bigger point, which is the Voting Rights Act, which was really cool. So it's like one of my favorite stories in America, if you can tell, in American history that like nobody ever talks about, that I get like nerd out about. But I don't know, if you ever have a moment to look up like old black leader discussions, I recommend going on the tube of you. Oh wait, I could say it. YouTube. And looking up the 1973 Black Leadership PBS discussion, and it has Angela Davis, Stokely Carmichael, Fannie Lou Hamer, and it's a really great conversation of things that we're dealing with today. And I don't know, you'll be blown away. So I'll shut up now. Sorry.
I put it in
The
the
next
TikTok chat
person, oh,
that she
Go
was the
ahead.
one who famously like kicked off the nobody's free until everybody's free. So like every time you say that,
Yes.
you are quoting her.
Mhm.
And that's the basis of all of our movements. It's so sad. Sorry.
Hmm.
I'm not going to keep saying sorry. It is so sad that, like, every time we are trying to, when I say we, I'm talking about Black people, when we are trying to do a movement, push something forward, it's always like you'll see signs that say, I am a man. Like, we are decent human beings. Like, we're not free. Like, literally just trying to still tell America we are not property. We are not cattle. We are not good economic. We literally are just human beings. And that is still to this day, even up to Black Lives Matter, what we are fighting for. And like Malcolm
Yep.
X said, it is not racial progress if it's something that we should already have naturally.
Yep.
So.
And I mean, what you put that quote in there, nobody's free until everyone's free. All right, we might have time for like one more person and then I do need to end. So
yeah.
who is your top person you want to go over, Oya?
So I have one other person, and she's still alive till this day, guys. Her name is Diane Nash. Diane
Of course she
Nash
is.
actually partnered with Fannie Lou Hamer, and they literally went around the South and fought like hell. Um, Nash was Nash had a college degree. You know, like now she kind of practices. She practices in real estate, like for like
Mm-hmm.
fucking. She practices in real estate because she wants to do the Fair Housing Act in Chicago. But oh my god, I'm sorry. I sat on my leg and I'm old.
You lost
Oh,
feeling in it. It
okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But
She's
she
had
went to Howard
kids.
University. Yeah, she has kids. Her
I
kid.
was talking about for you,
I'm
for
sorry.
your leg and him being like, you're old. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I am old. I'm almost
Okay.
30.
Howard University.
She went to Howard University and then she ended up transferring to Fisk University in Nashville,
Yep.
Tennessee. In 1959, she witnessed a severe racial segregation prompting her to participate in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC. And that was kind of like laying out like the baseline of what we see during the Civil Rights Act. Like we're seeing like these kids are going to sit at diners and they're being spit on, they're getting hosed down, they're getting beat on, and they're just sitting there, just minding their own fucking business. Kind of fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
On February 6, 1961, she participated in a sit in at a lunch counter in Rock Hill, South Carolina, with Ruby Doris Smith, Charles Jones, and Charles Sherrod. I'm not sure if I said that right. Whatever.
Sherrod.
That was Gerard.
They were Sherrod.
Sherrod,
Oh,
yeah.
snap. My headphone died. Can you still hear me? My headphone died.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm having all the technical difficulties right now. They were all arrested and the men were sentenced to hard labor. This followed a lunch counter sit-in that occurred a week prior by a group that came to be known as the Friendship Nine. Both groups implemented jail no bail, in which they remained in jail as a way of showing their refusal to accept unjust treatment from the system. That was 54 fucking years ago.
Yeah, they didn't have it overturned until 2015. But guys, racism is dead in America.
It is so not. I'm even being disenfranchised to vote at this moment because
Yeah, I'm feeling
nobody
that
told
shit.
Same.
me,
Oh,
nobody told me that Louisiana took out their fucking mail-in ballots. They said X that last election out that you voted in. We're
Yep.
gonna redistrict you, and then we're not gonna tell you,
They
or we're
they
not
still
gonna
haven't said when
tell.
your new date is. It's insane.
Thank you.
The only thing that they didn't change was the Senate race. Sorry, I was looking into that. Yeah.
Still don't have a date. I'm so mad. I'm like, oh, so I mailed in. Okay, whatever. Fuck me. It's not like I. It's not like I served the country, and I should. I hate that. She worked with people like Harry Belafonte and Martin Luther King, and she's just like a hidden part of. I feel like she doesn't get enough recognition, but
Yep.
she really, really did her big one, and the fact that she's still alive, like I want y'all to understand,
Yeah, she's
her and Ruby
1938.
Bridges are still alive.
Yep.
yep.
Don't
Ruby
ask
Bridges
Lisa
is
McMahon
currently
who
an activist.
yeah, don't ask Linda McMahon who that is.
Like that's crazy.
That's insane.
Ruby
Yeah.
Bridges is like I think 5 years older than my mom. Maybe.
The fact that Ruby Bridges is still an activist or is an activist today shows that we haven't progressed as much as people like to think.
Well, I think the number of people in the TikTok chat right now shows how much we haven't progressed either because we cut that job by half.
Yep.
Y'all's attention span are so great. Not the people that are still in here. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for actually wanting to be learning and being educated instead of just hearing people scream on the internet. Yeah. I
Yeah.
actually
I
didn't
say that all
realize
the
that.
time.
I didn't realize that
Yeah.
Ruby Bridges was born in the 50s. So,
I was like, Oya
Oh,
always hosts highly educational for them. Like, yes, you
mhm.
do debate lives too, but you do highly educational lives too. And those numbers suck
You talking about
ass
me
because,
or Oya?
oh, I
Both.
kept saying Oya because I was looking at her.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
well,
it's
also,
okay.
I
You
will
did
point
too,
this
Queenie.
out. This is the difference between TikTok and Tubes, right? Is that as this live has progressed, actually the YouTube numbers have slowly increased.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You're not called out, Moose. You're great. You're still here. You are literally somebody that stays here all the time, and I appreciate you a lot. You don't leave
Moose is
me.
very stable.
Yes. All right. Oh man. So she also, is that right? Distinguished American Award from the JFK Library
yes.
and Foundation in 2003. Okay.
Yes.
I hate that
And
there's an
she went
award from
on.
LBJ.
Wait, what? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I hate that there's an LBJ award of leadership in civil rights.
Ooh.
That doesn't.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like, not
mean,
ironically?
yeah, unironically.
Mm.
Yeah. Ray, if it
To me, like
doesn't apply, let it fly. Go.
she kind of to me she kind of like put out there like, you know, you can be a common person and
Mm-hmm.
still make so much change. Because this is just a little girl from Chicago that went to Catholic school. Nothing major. Her dad served in World War II as like a fucking clerk. Um, her mom was a key punch operator, which I'm not even sure what the fuck that is.
I definitely don't know what a key punch. I would imagine that that had something to do with perhaps like phone lines.
Phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they like maybe
Oh, is
like
that was
move
that it?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they had to
Yeah.
actually literally physically connect lines.
And it's like she didn't come from like political like royalty or anything.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't come from somewhere that like was on the map and in the middle of fucking the civil rights era. She
Mhm.
was literally a regular person. And since that time that she went to Fisk University until now, she's been fighting for equity for black people.
Ooh, let's pull up an image. People, we know that for all the MAGA that are still around, don't like the idea of equity. They promote equality. So let's pull up that image. We'll show you the difference because you don't understand words, so you want to you understand pictures better. We know that's true. So equality means that everyone gets the same spot, right? The exact same spot, and this is where it would leave you. Tallest person has the leg up here. Shortest person, I can maybe see. Disabled individual, nope. Equity is making sure everyone can reach the same point. As a quick explanation. I like this one too. Where is the one that had like the reality?
Yep.
It's over ridiculous, but yes.
It is a little ridiculous, but it's very true.
Not too far off.
Here's this one. Oh, this is interesting. Can I see that one? Hold on. Justices just do away with the fence.
Hmm.
The systemic barrier has been removed. Ah,
Hmm.
I like this one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Restoring racial justice. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we are going to wrap it up. Thank you, everyone that has been here and has stayed here. I appreciate you guys so much for wanting to be in an educational live instead of just the normal screaming matches that we all see. If you and well, actually, it shouldn't be if you are still sitting here and you are watching over on TikTok and you haven't followed at least 3 people on the panel yet, I don't know why you haven't already. Oya, you're on your phone, so I don't think you can join the panel.
Oh, I can actually
Okay.
from my computer. Hold on.
Did they finally allow that? Because you used to not be able to.
I'm not on TikTok on my phone.
Oh, that is true.
I
Well,
don't
who the
know.
heck is that?
But follow me.
Yes, everyone else, their YouTube channel is linked in the description, except for Parker's, because well, Parker's isn't doing lives. If she ever does lives, it'll be at it. But
We can't hear you.
Oh no, I can't.
Oh, I was just saying don't follow me because I hate people. Like, if you are a
Period.
follower on my TikTok,
there we
it's
go.
because I like you as a human and we're friends now.
Oya is in the comment
Yeah.
section on TikTok, so that's what's important. All right. So we are going to end. Y'all can disperse to wherever you so choose. I'm sure most of y'all, I'm guarantee I'll know exactly where most of y'all will go. And I'm sure that people that have been in this live tonight, I will hear your name shouted out as someone giving money to the white man, while I got 0 in direct donations from any of y'all today.
Damn.
Yeah. It's all good. We barely got even the coins that we did get. Like this was that's all right. Y'all just show you
Ooh.
don't appreciate the labor of the black women. So just gonna point that out there. The black women on the panel or women in general or the black man. Like
I'm
Yeah,
too
they hate
fine for
us.
this.
I was like, I didn't organize this. I didn't do shit except sit
You
here
see
and
me?
make YouTube mad. So it was definitely not my labor.
Yeah. Oya said. Oya said, nah, Ray.
Hmm.
That's great.
Rude.
Hey, I will point that out every time, Mia. You know I'm not. I don't sit here quietly about that. Okay. Well, I'll see where everyone else went to because I know where they went to. They were watching a white man donating kid money. Y'all have a good rest of your